about to change, but I just wanted to show you guys the progress we're making in the garden. We have a few things going, and we're starting to plant stuff in the garden. So let's go. Let me show you what's going on in the garden, what we're doing. And over here is our garlic bed over here. As you can see, garlic bed is looking great. These planted in the fall, and these ones were planted in the spring, and so they're gonna catch up. These are bunching onions. They're already producing flowers. We didn't harvest them, so but we can still harvest them. Bunching onions, and we have some more onions over there. And this one looks like pumpkin that's coming out over there by itself, or um, but that is the garlic bed over here. We have strawberries, raspberries coming out. These are raspberries over here. The raspberries are coming out. We have a few different ones. These are blueberries. Blueberries are coming back bit by bit. Same with the raspberries over here. So the garden is looking great. Let's go over here to a raised bed. We planted some water leaf in here, transplanted it over here. It's coming along. It's just not been very nice over here in terms of the ceilings with the temperature and stuff. But I think it's gonna survive. It's gonna thrive over here. We harvested. You can see quite a few of the kale and even some of the lettuce already, but there's still lettuce that's ready to be harvested over here. We have our herbs over here. We have onions, leeks, and celery, and so many different herbs over here. They're doing well. These ones have been growing throughout the winter. I had a plastic covering it up over the winter, and they did really well. You can see even this one is already ready to produce some seeds over here. We haven't planted anything on this one. Those onions were already there. We have some zinnias and marigold over there, but we haven't planted anything on this bed in terms of vegetable. But we're hoping to plant maybe this coming week. We're hoping to plant over there. Over here, let's go over here. We have more raspberries over here. Raspberries are coming along. See, they're already producing some little bulbs over there. We have our grapes right here. The grape plant is grape tree vine is doing okay. We have some other stuff. You can see the grapes are already producing tiny grapes. So we have the first part of the raised beds over here. These raised beds, like I said, we haven't. We have just planted a few things on them, but I'm still leaving the leaves and everything covering up for now until we get all the ceilings ready. Actually, this is our last frost date was this past week, so just giving it a little bit of time because some of the ceilings are still a little bit tiny. So just giving it a little bit of time more in the greenhouse. Maybe by next video next week on the garden, we should be able to at least have some more stuff in here. This is our potatoes that we're growing in containers over here. So if you haven't seen that video, check out that video. You can grow potatoes in containers. We have the other raised bed over here, still not planted. We have our potato raised bed over here. We also I showed you guys how we planted this, and it's doing really well. We have some potatoes doing well. We have some herbs and some flour over here. We have this other raised bed over here. We haven't planted anything on it. This one, we're still waiting for the seedlings to get a little bit bigger. So hopefully next week we should be able to at least have something over here. On this bed over here, we have our kale over here. We just harvested a kale today, and we have some seeds, some water leaf coming out. That is gonna take over the bed. We're gonna pull out the kale and let the water leaf, the tropical vegetable, continue growing in here. This is a bed for water leaf. If you're liking the video so far, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel for more videos and lives like this. And also over here we have this bed is all ready to go. We have a few seedlings that are coming out. We're gonna transplant over here the next coming weeks or so. Let's go over here. This is our fabric raised bed, fabric grow bed. We have some herbs over here. We have some lettuce over here. The lettuce was just a placeholder. We wanted something to hold it while we waited for the ceilings to come. So we said, okay, let's grow some stuff in here that we might be able to eat and make use of the space. So that's why we're growing lettuce in these various containers over here. We have some ceilings over here that are getting ready to be transplanted into the garden. We have more of the lettuce over here, as you can see. We have kale over there. We have lettuce over here. So within a couple of weeks, all these lettuce will be eaten or moved, and then we're gonna be able to plant in these containers. We're gonna be able to plant different things in these containers. Most tropical plants, African vegetables, and stuff like that. So here is our sorry, carrots. The carrots are coming out already. So hopefully they're gonna be much. They're gonna look much better soon. Here's the more lettuce that's coming out. These ones, we had lettuce in this container last year. Some of the seeds dropped in here, and so the seeds are just coming out. So that's a lot of lettuce that we have going. Over here we have more lettuce. Like I said, these lettuces that we have here, they're placeholders. We have some stuff. We have anchia and sweet bitter leaves that are gonna go into these containers. They're still we can still transplant them right now, but we just wanted to give them a little bit more time to at least increase the size a little bit. Then we transplant it so that way at least if we have snails and slugs, they're not just gonna destroy it right away. So um, we have this bed that we just made. If you haven't seen that video how I made this bed, it was very easy to do. The bed is ready to go. We have a few things in there already, but we have most of the stuff coming in. We're gonna be able to transplant them very soon. Over here we have we planted some garden egg already. We have three garden egg. We have some flowers on the sides that are doing well. We have some more garden egg that we just let them grow a little bit more. Then we're gonna move them into the garden itself and plant them in the garden. We have more a few tomatoes that we planted already right here, and then we have some zinnias and marigold that are here. We have a few of the other tomato seedlings that I just brought them out so that way at least to harden them off bit by bit, so that way within a couple of days or so they're gonna be out here permanently and they should be fine. We have onions over here. These are just more onion leaves that we can just cut and use to cook. We have some okra. We have some corn right there. These over here, onions. Let me know in the comments below what you're growing in your garden this year. I'd like to know what people are growing in their gardens. If you're growing in containers or you're growing in the garden, let me know what you're growing in your garden below. Thank you. Over here, this is our onion bed. These are yellow onions over here. These are red onions over here. We just planted these last a week ago, so they're coming along. They're fine. Over here we have some corn. We have more corn right there. Lettuce. And this bed over here, same thing. We have some lettuce, and we have all these are okra. It's okra. This okra we just transplanted the okras like three days ago. On this side of the bed we have some pumpkins. We have quite a few pumpkins, and we grow the pumpkins over here because at least they can climb on this they can climb this fence right here, and they do really well on this side over here. They climb, and we're able to control it a little bit at the beginning, but sometimes it goes overboard and it just takes over the garden. So uh we have more pumpkins over here. You can see most of the garden is made. The only section of the garden that we still have left is over here. We have this bed that we haven't tilled the bed yet, and then we have our kale bed over here. The kale bed, we're just gonna add a few things to it, but you can see this is kale from last year. They usually survive the temperature, and as soon as the temperature warms up, spring, they come back in full swing. So you can see that some of them are already producing flowers. If you don't cut them in time, they produce flowers. So we didn't cut some of them in time, and they're already producing flowers. So these are cold weather crops that as soon as you harvest them and you keep harvesting them, they're gonna keep producing in spring and into summer. So over here we have our huckleberry bed. These are all the huckleberries we transplanted like I'll say 3, 4 days ago, and they are looking great. Same with this bed over here. This is all huckleberry, and there are two different varieties of huckleberries over here. We have the big leaf and the other one. Hopefully, um, we'll get them going over here. We have the last bed, which is over here. That's gonna also contain huckleberry. But we haven't planted it yet. We still have a few seedlings inside that we just haven't had time to transplant. We're gonna transplant those over here, and then we have a potato bed over here. So some of these potatoes that you see here, the potatoes that we mistakenly left in the ground last